Hi, this lesson is going to show you how to create a continuously looping background, which can be useful in the case where you may have, let's say, a character running for a fairly long stretch of time, or any other situation where you may really need to have a long stretch of a background, and sometimes it can be a hassle to just create a real long background like you've seen that we've done in the past. The first thing that you need to do is get the starter template from the classroom and open that up. And if you want to, you can do a file save as and give it a new name so that you retain the original. So let's have a look at what's going on in here right now. I've done a lot of the work for you so that we wouldn't have to waste a bunch of time on creating the three parts for this looping background. And you'll see that some of the layers right now, some of these folders are shut off. But we've got a sidewalk group, which is the front part, and the buildings group is in the back. And then the street group here is the middle. It's just the street with this yellow dashed line. Now these reference layers right here, these folders that are shut off, they're important right now, but they can be deleted later. So right now we're going to, and let me move this out so that you can see a little bit better, but we've got sidewalk reference, building reference, and street reference. So let's turn on the sidewalk reference group and open that up. And then click on this layer right here for sidewalk ground. Go over to the tools, click on the select shape icon, and select this sidewalk ground right here. And then in style, in the swatch for fill, click on that and change it into some kind of a bright color and click OK. Let's just close this now for the moment. Go to the buildings reference, turn that on, open it up, and get in there. Click on the sidewalk back layer, and again, click on the select shape icon in tools. Click here on the sidewalk, and again in the swatch for fill, and make it a lighter color, and click OK. So finally, with the street group, turn on street reference, open that up, and get in there until you get to the street layer. Again, with the select shape icon, click here on the black part of the street. In the fill swatch, click on a lighter color. Now go back and close up all of the folders that are the reference folders right now and turn them off. So let me go through, make sure I'm getting the right ones. And sidewalk reference, okay. So sidewalk reference should be shut off, buildings reference, and street reference. I'll get back to the point of those reference folders a little bit later, but for now, starting with sidewalk group, click on that and open up that folder. Now, what you want to do, you've got a folder in here for sidewalk. So click on that and then duplicate it using the duplicate layer icon. So you have sidewalk 2 and sidewalk. With sidewalk 2, go over here to Tools and click on Transform Layer. Hold your Shift key down. We're going to pull to the right and you need to stay straight. So Shift helps with that, right? And then I want to meet up the end and the beginning of this brownish color sidewalk. So just close that up right there and have them meet up. And then close up the sidewalk group. And then move on to the buildings group. Open that up and you'll see there's a folder here for buildings. Highlight that. Duplicate it. Now you've got buildings 2 and buildings. So with buildings 2 selected And we're going to have to move over a little bit for that. So here, then click on Transform Layer in the Tools. Hold your Shift key down again. Pull straight across until you see that that sidewalk for the buildings meets up beginning and end right there. Okay. And then finally, we'll close that up and we'll do the same for street. Open up the street group. You'll see there's a folder for street. Duplicate it. And with street 2, again, transform layer selected, hold your Shift key down, pull straight across. And this one, if you just meet up the beginning and the end of the black part, your dotted yellow line, there's a little bit too much space here, so you could pull it a bit closer. So now what you should end up with, I'm going to zoom out. Now what you should be seeing on your screen is that you've got a copy of each of the screens for the foreground, the middle, and the back, essentially, right? I'll pause now and continue in the next video.